you so bad you won't know what's coming, bitch.
These guys had my address. That's when I went to the police.
I think it's a really important story to be told. Just paying attention to what's happening on the internet in terms of like female creators, if you look at like a platform like YouTube. Yeah, it's definitely, I think this is obviously a dramatized version. Not to say that it couldn't happen, but I think what I really liked about it was that it had nuance. In terms of it wasn't just like, oh, guys are evil, this, that. It was like, it painted, you didn't hate the guy in the end. Although you definitely didn't respect him. And I think that was just very well done.
Also shows us how vicious the online world can be. A lot of times, because we can be anonymous online, people post anything and they don't really take it seriously. And like issues like online bullying and stuff, like they have effect on people, but when someone is posting it, they take it very lightly, and because of the anonymity that you get with it. So I think the movie portrayed that really well, the ripple effect and the repercussions that you can have.
I thought the transition from when she was so madly in love with this fellow and so much chemistry to all of a sudden, okay, I don't want you and here's your bag and leave. It was really, I found that didn't make sense. You didn't have any idea why she all of a sudden didn't want to be with him, or all of a sudden she was getting cold. I liked the film, but I found that didn't connect very well.
I guess she kind of explained that like she's got issues and she just couldn't go to the next level in the relationship with the guy.
I thought it was structurally okay. The only thing missing for me was that il avait les longueurs. It was like every scene was a beat or a few beats too long, and it took all the tension out of it. It's like if you would just tighten it up and not linger on the scene, on the face, on the shot so long, if you just tighten up every shot, it would work. It would be, the tension would be there. And as it was just kind of, it's like a rubber band. It wasn't one tight.
There's a brilliant bit of low-budget filmmaking in this film. The interviews are conducted in this room with a white plastic table, a bare wall. There's probably no set at all, but they've created a set with sound effects. We can hear typing and office chatter in the background, and they're probably just really sitting in a corner on an empty sound stage almost, and yet they've managed to create a set in our minds with just a few sound effects. That's really good low-budget filmmaking.
Yeah, and it's got some pretty intense kind of graphics at the end too.
Yeah.
It's a really kind of a 21st century guys are douchebag kind of movie, right? Where guys can't get over their breakup, so they go shit on the internet somewhere, and then of course, you know, a group of guys who are sad and lonely and stupid get together and they do stupider things, and then of course it leads to violence in a sense, right? And the scary thing is that this probably happens. This is probably like more true than you think. So, and of course it kind of ends kind of tragically too in a sense, right?
On the one hand, you had the guy who made the one mistake to try to find redemption. On the other hand, you had the woman who, you know, as mentioned earlier, you know, her own decisions were questionable, or you know, not questionable, but she wasn't like some perfect sort of vision that we often see in film when it comes to damsels in distress, quote unquote. But overall, I think one thing that stood out to me was just the bot 12 made me think a lot of 4chan in terms of the website in general. So I thought that was a nice touch. But yeah, overall, I think in terms of culturally, something that really stands out nowadays with a lot of internet abuse that happens on the internet nowadays. Definitely a poignant story.
I thought it raised an interesting question about culpability in terms of internet and how you use it, and after crimes are committed via the internet, or you know, starting off in the internet, who's culpable and for what exactly. So him being arrested later, having almost been the hero of the day despite starting the whole set of events to begin with, kind of an interesting thought to have, and of course not finishing it to find out what happened with him. I liked being able that they dropped that question for you.
Yeah, and she gets arrested too, right? Because she killed the guy. So 'cause usually these films end where like there's like a situation, and the setup is that someone does something bad, and they're gonna go and kill her, and of course she's gonna save the day, and she's gonna survive. Everything's gonna be fine. But this one kind of ends in the kind of way where like, no, we're gonna go through the law, and then they just shut the door and arrest her. It's kind of like, I guess that's what happens, right? But where like she doesn't just walk away from the police station after she gives her some testimony. Okay, so that's our